And we're back to discuss Dope, and if you saw our review, you saw that we couldn't really talk about much, but we liked it. So to get into the stuff we couldn't talk about, the main character is Malcolm. He's trying to get into Harvard, and he's like a geek for 90s era fashion, hip-hop. He and his two friends have like a punk band, and they're really like an upbeat, crazy punk band.
Yeah, I mean, the music was done by Pharrell, so...
Yeah, and it was a lot of, like, that first time that they're playing, like, there's double vocals, and it's a drum machine and not real drums, and, like, it's completely lip-synced and faked. Yeah. But it's still funny, and what ends up happening is he kind of runs into the wrong people after his shoe gets stolen and ends up meeting this girl that he kind of likes, and so he follows her to a party, and he ends up with his backpack, unbeknownst to him, becomes filled with MDMA, and so he has to try and figure out how to get rid of it. Meanwhile, the guy who put it in there is in county jail and can't get to it, and so he gets a series of instructions, and things continue to go wrong, and then eventually he sells it all on the internet through the dark web and converts it all to Bitcoin, and basically threatens the guy that
put him up to it.
That put him up to it, and says, here's 10% of it, and if I don't get into Harvard and something bad happens to me, my friends will make sure that the feds know whose Bitcoin account this is, because it'll just go right to your account. And the guy's like, well, I'm an upstanding business person. The guy's like, yeah, but you're from where I'm from. What do you think they're going to see?
Yeah. And it was an interesting thing where all of a sudden, like when he, after he revealed his plan, how he was going to get out from under everything, how all of a sudden for just, 5 minutes, it broke the fourth wall, and he was talking directly to us. And it was him, his college entrance essay.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a very interesting thing to do, just like right in the middle of everything, just break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
You figure they might do that at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was more movie after that.
There was more after that.
I hadn't really seen that. Most movies end on something that breaks the fourth wall.
Well, and then the Forrest Whitaker narration was kind of a strange thing too. Like, it set up the movie very well, but it was strange that was how the movie started. Like,
yeah, it was a very weird movie, but it was so much fun and really good story.
Mm-hmm.
The characters were all likable. Even the bad guys were kind of likable.
Yeah.
It was definitely something different. The music, I love the fact that their band was called Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
Because a big chunk of the movie, or the fact that he's having trouble getting into Harvard, or at least they're telling him he's going to have trouble to get into Harvard, is the fact that if you looked at him, or if you looked at his stats on the page, he would be your prototypical white kid. But then they see where he's from. And I thought it was funny that his band was called Oreo.
But then his essay, like, explains all of that.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
yeah.
Picture two students and be honest, and
yeah,
which one am I? Yeah, it was great. I really liked the scene. I think the scene that I probably liked the most, as far as like something that surprised me but was also really well done, was when they finally get through passing the Bitcoin dealer's test, and they come out with the bag, and the guys that stole his shoe are there, and they like go to take the bag and they see what's in it, and Malcolm just straight up pulls a gun on him. He's like, "Give me my bag back."
That was not only a great scene in the movie, that goes down in one of the best scenes. Like, that was just, it was a great setup.
Yeah.
It showed the evolution of the character.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so well done. And you could see it, like, right there was where he changed. And even you even see it when they broke the fourth wall and he's doing his narration about, close your eyes. It's showing him that he's still selling dope. Like, he's now well into the game. Such a great movie. Another scene that I liked was his confrontation with the I guess he was a lawyer. I'm not certain.
With the Harvard?
Yeah, with the Harvard guy.
He was he owned like a payday loans type of chain, which I guess is how they were laundering money for their boys club drug operation.
It would make sense.
Yeah. I think that's what it said on the business card.
His confrontation where he dropped off the bag, and when he said, "Malcolm, you forgot your bag," and he says it's fake. I thought that was just I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah. It was awesome all the way around.
There's not really anything in the movie that's wasted. Even though the movie's long, everything has its place.
There were a bunch of shots at the beginning, especially when Forrest Whitaker was narrating, that looked like they were intentionally made to look like Wes Anderson. Like, everything was symmetrical and the camera was moving in a certain way, and I was like, this is going to be interesting if this whole movie is like a Wes Anderson style of movie, like as far as the shooting and the angles and things like that. But it quickly dropped that just seemed to be something that they used for while the narration was going on. Yeah.
It almost felt like two movies.
I can see that.
Like, the first half is so funny. And it's just like Lemony Snicket series of misfortunate events or unfortunate events. Is, wow, what else could go wrong? And then all of a sudden, it's Boys in the Hood. It's completely drug dealer. The evolution of it was Breaking Bad. It was Breaking Bad, is what the
I can see that.
Second part of the movie was.
I was surprised that they didn't develop the his two friends any more than they did. They just kind of seemed there.
Yeah.
We didn't really get to see much else from them. So yeah, I mean, the main character is really the only one that has much of an arc. But it works.
I would definitely say that.
It works.
Yeah, just go watch it.
Yeah,
watch it. Like, even if you're watching our spoiler video, go watch it. It was so good.
Definitely check it out if you can find it. It's a independent movie, so it may not be playing very many places, but
hopefully it gets some love, because it definitely deserves to be out there.
Yeah, for sure. So that's our discussion for Dope. We hope you liked this video. If you do, please like it, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews at dalemaxfield.com, and thanks for watching.